Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. I hope audio and video is working. I'm waiting for incognito window to give me a feedback. After that we're gonna get started. If you are live, you can type yes AV. If you are hearing the audio and video, there is give or take 20 seconds of lag before the system starts working. So let's see what's what. Okay, all things seems to be fine. I think it cut off my starting introduction. Anyway, welcome to my channel Science to Technology, and let's get started. The thumbnail is just for just to get the ball rolling. That time when I made it, the SpaceX launch was not done yet, so to say. It's done yet. Now I have to say this launch was very underwhelming, to say the least, because here's the deal. There are two ways of looking at it. You can look at it, this is the first ever launch of a V3 rocket. In that regard, it's not that bad. Or you can look into this is 12th launch of Starship. If you look at it as if 12th launch of Starship, underwhelming, very underwhelming, like underwhelming. Oh, check those twisted pair cables used for RJ40. Yes, I have done that. Like as you can see, this is the from twisted cable and all that. They are very springy. And again, see, here's the deal. It's not that twisted, solid core wire should be, hard to get. It should be costly. Okay, it's a rare thing. It's not used everywhere. Fine, cool. Who cares? I paid for it. I paid in Amazon, and again, it was very expensive, but I did because again, now I'm making my proper system, and again, as you get older, you kind of realize that I can't spend time on suboptimal solution. Like you just learn it the hard way that sometimes just pay for it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay for it. They shipped it. I do not know who did the trolling. Either the basically guy who shipped it set it for not out for delivery and come and collect, which again I would not have agreed to that if from Amazon side. I did went to collect them, but because it was one day later and I missed it by a few minutes, they have said they have started the return journey. It went back to the seller, and basically Amazon broke. Amazon said there is a problem. It could not understand what to do now because again it was tracking. It figured it out. The item went backwards. Fundamentally it was very confusing. Thankfully I did ping, because it was a lot of money. I did ping the what you call Amazon support, and they were surprisingly kind, and it's like, yeah sir, we're gonna take care of it, and they did. That was good support. And after that I was like, okay, let's try something else. So Reese52, it's another electronics online store in India. I tried that. I have bought hardwares from them, but through Amazon, but this time I directly went into them, and they said, the website showed it had like 3 in stock. The kit had like red, black, yellow, blue, white, I think. So it's a kit color. Basically, if you have that, like you can do a lot of things. So I was like, okay, cool, fine, let's start it. And I booked it, paid for it, even paid for expedited shipping. So if that would have worked, I should have gotten it by now. And I'm like waiting, day 1, nothing. Day 2, I'm like, what the hell? And I pinged them. It's like, hey, I paid you. Then it's like, okay, sir, we are bringing it from China. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? I was like, what the hell? Bringing it from China. Because again, stock supposed to mean inside this country. So that was not there. Fundamentally, it was like, I was frustrated. Then I used another Reese52. I was hoping they will actually ship it. Again, that also a cancellation required. Thankfully, cancellation did happen. So think in this way, like I ordered from 2 places, both places ditched to me. Third place I ordered, they did not have colors, but they did had 22 gauge rather than 24 gauge. 24 is smaller. You want 22. 22 is the maximum hole size that you can put in these sort of things. And again, these what you call the Ethernet wire, I'm pretty sure is almost 26. They're even smaller. And again, I am making power supply, so I do need a bit more oomph. So fundamentally, I did what you call order. My apologies. I did order what you call. What did I order? Yeah, 22 gauge solid core copper wire, 10 meters of each, red and black. There are other colors were out of stock, so I was like, okay, let's just get that, because again, if I can get started, get the job done, I'm like fine, 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 you know. And I'm waiting again. I did pay extra for like expedited shipping, but like it's like I have to say this year has been rough with online deliveries, so to say. My camera, this exact camera, was delayed like weeks. But and again, I had like few extra that was also delayed. Everything, goddamn, has been delayed. Like I think I have a, like, you know, in Hindi we have, like, you know, dasha, durdasha bani hai. It's like, you know, things are not aligned in the astral plane. It's like Anupam Vipur shall not get delivery on time. It's like, okay. So that's why, just as a lol, I made this what you call thumbnail. Is like, you know, it should not be this hard. It should not be this hard to get it. Uh, increase fuel step by step. Okay. Why they are not using carbon fiber inside the stainless steel in Starship? You can't merge two materials. It's not that compatible. Because again, if you are want to do that bladder kind of structure, that's good for pressure tanks. Those tanks are not pressurized. The hull is not pressurized. Again, it does have mild pressure. Oleage thruster, what you call, on, I keep forgetting, the word is very complicated. Using the exhaust gas to pressurize it, it's very mild pressure, not like, you know, high pressure situation, so to say. So fundamentally speaking, the original design of Starship is from IFT, Interplanetary Transport Vehicle. There was two major advantages to that. First, mathematics, as in surface area to volume ratio. You want volume, you do not want to pay for surface. So the only mathematical solution is make it bigger. For example, let's just assume the super heavy booster, it's 80, what you call, meters. And let's say that vector is fixed, okay, 80 meter, done, go home. Whatever the meter is, just focus on that. It's locked 80 meter. But if you have 9 meter versus 12 meter, in 12 meter, you will get much more volume than basically versus the surface area. Surface area to volume ratio improves. That was the original design. And why they wanted to use carbon fiber? Because it was the best material known to man right now that is available. And even scroll back to old Twitter, you will find Elon Musk actually had photos of like full tank, full size, 12-meter tanks and all that was built. And somewhere along the line, he smoked something, and something bad. So his main problem was 12-meter was too big and too cumbersome. Fair enough, fair enough. You can't make it, manipulate it. Fair enough. So 9-meter was chosen. So far, so good. And then he smoked something bad, I think bad joint. And then he's like, okay, what if we use stainless steel? There is not a single rocket-based reason to use stainless steel ever in a goddamn rocket system. And this whole delusional idea that is like, oh, it will allow you to handle re-entry. Dragon is not made out of stainless steel. It still does re-entry. Space Shuttle still does re-entry. Apollo still does re-entry. All of them are made out of aluminum. Like this jump, like, okay, carbon fiber, awesome but hyper expensive. Fine, fine, great. Stainless steel, super cheap and strong, but heavy. Rocket cannot be heavy. So what is in between? Lithium aluminum alloy, built for this. And they have experience. That's what Falcon 9 is made out of. So this jump and this whole delusional idea is like, oh, it's because it will allow us to handle the re-entry. It's like, no, you do not design a system where tiles can fail. You make sure tiles do not fail. And be mindful, Space Shuttle never had a tile failure. The only time, like the first boom event, it was solid booster going kaboom. Okay, so no tile failure. Second, tile failure, and again, it's not tile, it's the shield on the wing edge, which they call carbon-carbon composite. And it failed because a giant object, 1.5 kilogram, at a Mach speed fell on it. That's like that foam block. And you are like, it's a foam block. Yeah, anything in weighting in a kilogram, if it punches you at Mach speed, as in like almost, and be mindful, you are accelerating, that puppy is falling downwards at that speed. Yeah, boom, it punched a hole. Of course it will. And be mindful, I'm pretty sure if you do the same simulation, it will punch the hole through stainless steel also. There's nothing can survive that. So this whole, what do you call, desperation, like it's almost like how Elon Musk had brain damage of, like, you know, Boring Company. It's like, and everybody is like, whoa, whoa. It's like, bro, he's just making a shittier tunnel. We have road tunnels that are working, real life, normal, good. We have public transport system underground, which are working, which are good, and we have been doing it for 200 years. But it's like, but what if we made worst of it? Like, what if you can only travel in a small car, not even a bus, and we send 3 people slow brick by brick? So that's the reason. Like, Basically, he double whammied the design. The first penalty was the shrinking of the size. Second penalty was choosing a bad design. And again, why could have nobody told him? I'm pretty sure more than enough engineers would have told him. But you have to understand, the engineer's job is to do the job, not to argue with the CEO. If he, I'm pretty sure some engineer was like, sir, do you think this is good? It's like, I want this. Okay, you are paying for me. I am not going to fight for it. It's like, bro, it's your choice. So that's why carbon fiber is not. Again, they don't even need carbon fiber. Just go to lithium aluminum alloy. And again, they thought engine will work. It did not. How do I know it did not? Elon Musk himself shared the spec sheet. What was the tonnage of V1 and V2? If you had done that, like let's say Boeing did that, they would have, got into court case. It's like you cannot say, oh, I'm making a 150-ton rocket to low Earth orbit and my rocket can only do 10 because it's Mach 1. That's not how it works. Like SLS has Block 1 and Block 2. Heck, Falcon 9 has Block 1, Block 2, and Block 1 was still 10 ton. And why 10 ton? That was the requirement of the contract of a commercial resupply mission. They had to do 10 ton. And how the heck, the first rocket they built, which was like a proper rocket, not just like a proof of concept, proper rocket, not Falcon 1, Falcon 9, it managed to do that. Every company does that. Like Blue Origin, if they says like this rocket is gonna do this much tonnage, it will do that much tonnage. Now again, it will take time to refine and all that, that's normal. But this sort of tonnage trolling, that does not happen. That means design was not fully cooked. You do not mess up this bad in the rocket industry. And it's like, oh, it's the best and all that. It's like, no, it's a rocket that went to boom 12 time and still has not deployed anything in orbit. Compare that to Blue Origin that has 3-2. As in, they launched 3 times, successfully deployed orbital payload 2 times. That's why I said, like, if you compare the Starship project, and again, the project also has this constraint, it must deliver before China. And the timeline they took money for was 2024. That was long ago. India will increase fuel by 30 rupees step by step. Yeesh, I'm just hoping somebody brings out a series hybrid or I become rich. If Ahirawat works out, maybe finally your boy will not be very broke, so to say. All anti-natalist wants human to disappear for the world, and some anti-natalist want all life to disappear for this world because they will life is suffering until other totally stupid or philosopher. See, I do not consider the philosophy to be wrong. It's like as long as you do it to yourself. If you're like, hey, I don't want it, right? Like whatever the reason, as long as it's your personal decision, I'm cool, I'm fine. The moment you start to influence other or like start to make it into a thing, then I'm like, I'm like, that's a yellow zone. Now, if you're forcing it, that's a red zone. That's fire missiles. Any advice to yourself if you were in 20? A lot, man, a lot. Like, let's say if I can go back before job, I would say, bro, take care of your spine. You will not get a second spine. That's the first thing. Second, relax. Okay, you got this. You will be fine. And don't get married or anything. Shit hits the fan. Don't ever. Never leave Bangalore. Although if I said that, then it does create a problem where it's like this channel would not have been created. But do reusable side strap-on booster make sense on any rocket? Not really, because again, if you can handle the core, why bother with the strap-on? Like why? So India IT sector future shrinking, large number of employees unemployed in India. Yeah, that will happen. If this sector is shrinking, what about Indian economy? On paper, the Indian economy will grow. On paper, it always does. That's the whole thing that is still to this day, I do not understand this black magic of numbers. It's like Pakistan is begging a world for money and its GDP is still growing. Like it's very rare to see a country, no matter how starving it is, to ever have GDP that actually goes down. Very rare. It's like, oh, your GDP finally went down. It's like, oh, world exploded. It's like, this was the most weird thing I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure Iran's GDP of this year will also be going up. Yeah, Cockroach Janta Party. Yeah, I have no idea about that. Elon Musk loses a case against OpenAI. Huh, that's new to me. Any option, new Zanzi Party? Nah. What about ASML and Tata deal in news channel? Beat China, how much time it will take to come operation? That's a very, very long game. Very long game. This is not even a game that you should think about. It's like, bro, chill. Don't worry about it. Why IIT companies not invest in R&D? See, we are not pioneers. We are businessmen. And most of us are not even businesses. Most of us are what you call labor. Just give us work, we'll do work at the end. So that's how the die rolls. It's like in this sort of scenario, I had this conversation in Chandigarh with an investor where it's like, I told him like you should invest into this engine. This will be like, no, it's like assume your engine is great. Why would I do that if I am able to sell vehicles with my shitty engines? Why? Like there is no answer to that. Like, but again, only an Indian will say something like that. What was the word he used? Marwadi. It's a subcaste in India that is very good with money. So, some party, 150% reservation for women, lol. Again, this man woman thing is over, as in like all the feminist countries below 2.1, you're gonna be dead anyway. So it's like it's over. The game has been played. Like you played your what you call dice has been rolled long ago. It's like, yeah, it will take time before you actually realize, whoa, 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 this is real. Whoa, 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 we can't undo it. Yeah, by that time you'll be dead. So that that ship has sailed long ago. Liquid lens, any new information? Nope. If you have opinion, will you join any government job? No, hell no. I don't see. I don't want job anymore. Like I'm very comfortable. Like remove the pocket part. It's very comfortable what I do. It's not financially very great, but again, even in my current situation, the only reason why I feel like this is simply because I'm surrounded by ludicrously rich people. Like to give you a context how rich my peer group is, I asked a dude, okay, a dude to dude. It's like, dude, I need this tax filing, so I need some help, and like this. It's like, yeah, I have no idea. It's like how that works. I'm like, okay, how do you do it? Again, finance and all that is like, oh, I have a vertical for it. If you do not understand, vertical means you have more than one people working in that group. There was a building full of people dealing finances of this guy, and I am talking with this guy in WhatsApp. It's like, so, yeah. And again, my what you call chartered accountant that I booked, he has also I think one or two YouTuber, and he's like, "Sir, you did not know how to milk it." I'm like, ouch. So this means no plans, cheaper RAM, SSD in near future. Nothing, man. Those sort of things takes at least 5 years to do anything, and that's working at max speed 24/7 without without any corruption or delay. If you think that's like a quick short term thing, no, hell no. That's a very long term thing. We export software, but I research it complex software to import. I'm not getting what you're trying to say. We export any news. See, don't ask me like any news and all that. It's annoying. It's like, again, I don't scan everything like that. India fertilizer 1.9. It went. Hindus are below 2.1 for very long time. Like from 2020, not even 2020. I'm pretty sure it started to do that in 2010 or something. The train has left the station long ago. What percentage of IT sector shrink? What about Bangalore? It will be bad. It will be bad. Like bad. Like I would not be shocked if it in next 10 years will notice it. Like whoa. Oh, another aspect of it is like when I was making this. I did actually make a progress in this. Current control now works, as in like as you can see, this transistor is now actually pulling down the pot. Where's the wire? Yeah, pot wire. So pot has the VREF in the op-amp, op-amp, and pot is the signal sender. So voltage, if there is below the current shunt, this remains off. This transistor remains off. It turns on to pull this down. So it does work. I did succeeded, but I had a family conflict, family fight, so I did not finish it. Like I got distracted. Heck, I got so distracted. Only right now I uploaded the short for Sunday. So that did happen. Such is life. Anyway, target is now to wrap it up, as in to finish it. That's why like I added this port, as you can see. I removed the, what you call, where the heck was that? Where the heck? The Darlington pair, I removed the Darlington pair. So the idea is I'm gonna parallel it to Darlington so it can actually handle the current. I don't want it to burn out. But again, I don't think op-amps and all that will burn out. but I can see the transistor burning out. So that will be the second stage. And after a very long while, I finally started to touch 3D printing again. So main is, again, these potentiometers that you are seeing, they are breadboard kind, like they're good for why can't this focus? Yeah, so these are good 5 kilo ohm. Again, I supposed to have 10 kilo ohm, but bad decision. So these are what you call for potentiometer on breadboard or something like that board, like trimmer kind of pot. But if I want something knobs, like I needed something different, so thankfully I had this 10 kit of this. Yeah, as you can see, they have metal thread and all that, so I can actually bolt it into something. So unfortunately the shaft is what you call smooth shaft, and I did not want to use glue, so I 3D printed this, like created a geometry, clamp geometry, and you can see countersunk hole, bolt to create a clamp, so it can be, I can rotate it, twist it. So this will become what you call my actual potentiometer. That's how I'm gonna do the voltage and current. Thankfully, this notch actually becomes a very good what you call marker. I'm thinking of putting a white paper there, so it will look even more pro. So after this is one thing you have to understand. If you don't use 3D printer for months, first the springs will become loose. Second, the what you call PLA. I cannot tell you how many times I had that. Oh, I'm gonna print that broke. So it took time. It took time to get it functional again, but your buy is good. And again, even I printed this. This is a lead bender. It will allow you to fold resistors lead and capacitors lead, if it's an axial capacitor, and small things, diodes and all that, very precisely. So, but I have to say, like, I'm genuinely shocked how many things I have ordered, I have got, like, almost everything is working normal. Only for the one goddamn thing that I want urgently is the goddamn solid core wire, and the whole world is like, no, Anupam Vipul shall not have solid core wire. I'm pretty sure the Reese 52, Reese 52 already done, trolled me. Robo.in, they might send me, but I'm pretty sure they will not ship it because I did not get an email today. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna ship it on Monday. But such is life. What percentage of it is just like how made so great peer people friend network? YouTube channel. Have you seen Project Hail Mary? Yes, it was very decent. Even a video on it is coming soon. I was happy after a very long while. I was happy, like very good, very good. Why Indian companies do not build their things like blockchain, infra, Rust, more of the software company only make appliances. Web. See, I told you, we are fundamentally a labor class, and some of us are business class. That's it. There is no other class. Pioneering, like having the balls to risk something, that's not us. Fundamentally, that's not us. Bangalore local house owners, people should be poor. Bangalore home owners, people just looting rich to poor name of rent. Ooh, you're very hateful about that. Is there any way to make artificial gravity in space station like we see in sci-fi movie? Yeah, it's called spin gravity or acceleration gravity. 1 BHK now, 12K a month in Bangalore Whitefield. Damn. 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 But such is life. Such is life. Oh, again, I was using vice and magnets to hold my what you call PCB, but I finally decided it's like, you know what, I'm getting old, I have to conserve energy. This is the one thing you have to, as I get older, it's like, no, conserving energy is higher priority. I bought this. Let's see. Works quite well, and it's a solid metal and all that. Not solid, it's a hollow tube, but like thick wall. Unfortunately, it came with screws that were made out of plastics. I'm like, nah. Thankfully, it was M4, and I already have a kit of M4. This is one thing I have to say. I've been slowly trying to do so many failed projects I've done. I have like a giant collection, I'm pretty sure if I actually sit down and it's like, okay, I'm gonna make a what you call switch mode power supply, or like, you know, a DC to DC converter. I'm pretty sure I have the parts for it. Again, it would require using op amp as a signal generator, and then like, you know, doing the PWM management, but it can be done. I think I have that. I have like, I have MOSFETs, I have MOSFET drivers, IC, and yeah, they are all what you call socketed, so I can swap it. So I did realize, like, even for I say that in my perf board video. You want everything to be socketed, right? So this is a current, sorry, current and voltmeter, and it is socketed, right? So that's how it comes from the factory. So I had this connector anyway. This, hold on, yeah. So this is a connector I already, this is for the voltage. I had this JXT connector when I was trying to make my 3D printer project. So I already had it. Ta-da! And for the power line, which again, the power one I don't have, but thankfully I do have ferrules. So crimped ferrules. Ta-da! So I do have to say, like in this regard, I'm like the piles of parts that I have starting to become useful. So my aim is to actually finish this. Again, Mark 1, I don't think expect it to be whoa kind of thing. I just expect it to be actually finished. But again, I had a fight. So I was like very distracted. But again, I'll try to do work tomorrow, or I'll see what I can do. Man, like a solid core wire should not be this difficult, man. Like it's just wrong. It should not be this much hassle. How many solar roof in here? A lot, a lot. Not even joking. Like there's a like 22 kilowatt system, a few kilowatt system, and I am just like every evening I do a walk in a flyover. Now I see just a new one added like 3 or 4 days ago. So a lot of people doing that. Recently, I was shot on DIY and three-wheeler active suspension. In the future, possible to do high speed, so we can't feel potholes. Eh? See, potholes is a result of poverty. And any tool you will make to handle the potholes will be more expensive than repairing the potholes. Any innovation by Indian people are not gonna happen until we take care of financial situation of people. People are always too poor to take any risk. See, people are poor because they don't take risk. Let that be very clear. People are poor because they don't take risk. It's not like America started and they were swimming in money. They were a prison colony, for crying out loud. Yeah, electronic branch is good for future. Oh, it's gonna be there for a while. It's gonna be there for a while. C6 guy got distracted by product info from seaweed. See, in seaweed, I have said it time and time again. It will not happen unless government or some airlines company say that we're gonna do a purchase agreement. Other than that, it's not happening. I have said that time and time again. I'm grateful that they are trying. I'm happy about it. But financial success cannot happen unless somebody gives them the leap of faith and like the original painful part of like, dunking money into it. So they did. They're doing the part as they expect us. Like, what I was talking about. Yeah. So to few things remaining. First, if I can parallel the, basically I do have the audio amplifier. I had it at push pull configuration, so it had two of these NPN channel, so to say, NPN two of these. So I have to make a second what you call Darlington, put a ballast resistor to balance two of them out, and then voila, that will be wrap up, final, done. I think I have to do switch and all that. It's like, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while, but I think I can pull it off. If I really work hard tomorrow, I have a feeling I should be able to pull it off. If I work hard. If I'm lazy, then there is no hope. But if I work hard, where we went wrong with manufacturing. It's ethos, man. Like. Basically, you ask any college or professor, like, we should figure out how to make industry. Like, you can buy it cheap. It's like we do not have the wisdom to understand that buying it cheap simply means selling the country. We don't have that yet. My teacher making solar water purifier without any RO. Define that. Define, as in like, how can you purify water with solar? Well, there are two ways. First, you can boil it, which will give you bio remediation, so there won't be any bio issue. That's great. But if there is toxin, if there is material, if there is salt, it will pass through. If you are doing evaporation, then I could see that, like, it could allow you to jump the basically all the, then you'll get a benefit of RO, like where you get full efficiency. But at that point in time, you have to deal with desalinated water, so you have to remineralize it again. It can be done, but like you have to provide more context. What are they trying to do? Like boil water, which again does make sense if you are in a place where you have fresh water, like a river or something, like a source, and you just want to make sure that there is no biological contaminant to it. It makes sense in that regard. If someone is beginning, how can they get information about these components, like how to use a diode, resistor, bridge rectifier, etc? Dude, there is more than enough YouTubers on that, like more than enough, millions of it. Not even, I'm not even joking, like actually that many are there. Like EV vlog, if you watch his like 15-16 years ago, like he's making like, this is a resistor, this is a capacitor, like so much material is available. And again, to make sure like you can do it easily, read books. I talked about the practical engineering book. That's the reason for it. Like books gives you a good what you call framework. So and that is there. You can learn all of that. Like, and again, one thing that I do want to add is that there is a LED in this. Why the heck I'm sneezing so much? I don't know. Evaporative solar. Oh, so they're desalinating it. Okay, at that point in time, that's a completely different ballgame. I do have basically one LED for what you call voltage. I'm thinking about a method where I can figure out whether constant voltage light or constant current light. I want two LEDs, and I have only one op amp to do so. So that's the critical part. And again, I think I can use this system to signal. Again, not to do the main control, because again, I do not want to load the op amp. Op amp has a limited output. So I do want to basically have a system where if this op amp, basically the current control op amp is not sending a signal, the green LED glows, which is constant voltage, and the moment this turns on, as in like constant current, red LED glows. And I have only one pin. So again, if I can do it without using op amp, I have an idea, rough idea. If it works, that would be great, because that's the original idea to me. Like originally, I thought about it like a lot, how to do that. If I can get it working, like actually get it working, I'll be really happy. It's like, that I will take a leap of faith where it's like, just thinking things to like, oh, I am getting grasp of some of the concept, not full, but some concept. That would be great. That would be great. The only thing remaining that I truly wanted to learn and still haven't learned, how the heck you wire two potentiometer. As in like, you must have seen a lot of cheap power supply have this two potentiometer. One is coarse and one is fine. I do not know how to do that. If I do anything wrong thing, that will be okay. If a person doing the same thing wrong, I feel angry. Why? Again, is it wrong to you or someone else? That's the whole thing. Like wrong as in like, let's just say somebody messed up something that cost you money. Of course, your being angry is fine. But if you are angry for meaningless thing, like, oh, he is doing that or saying that, it's like, that's a time waste. Again, I used to be that guy. But as I'm getting older, it's like, yeah, that's a wasting of my energy. I'm limited guy. Like, why would I waste energy on that? Will we survive Super Elnino? Super ELNINO. I do not know what you're talking about. My apologies. Fundamentally, but I have to say, like, it was genuinely shocking to me how difficult a goddamn solid core wire is. Like, even though I'm paying for it, bonkers amount. Like, such is life. Such is life. Although, yeah, we have not talked about Starship, so let's dive deep into that. It happened today only, today morning. I think I'll try to make a video on that for Monday. I did make a video, but I made for Camera Tuesday, so I shifted it. There will not be a video on Camera Tuesday in this channel this week because I leaked my Sony video, so that will take time. Heat wave. Oh. Yeah, we should be. Again, I'm genuinely now thinking to just bite the bullet and try to get that Ganschool paint in my rooftop. It is getting hot here. Like, it is getting hot. And again, humidity is high, which again, we do not have any major water body nearby. So I have no idea, is humidity traveling for so far? But it is getting uncomfortably hot. If my surface area is, again, problem is I don't have like a flat roof, like tada, it's not like that. So there's a lot of stuff there. That's a messy thing. So if GAN school work, again, there is more than enough tool. For example, let's just say I am the, like, God, emperor of humanity. Can I fix this city overheating? Of course, it's not that difficult. And again, I will not even need any magic technology. First thing, figure out how many buildings are using cooling water. If you're using cooling water, you have to switch to district cooling. That's the first thing. You cannot burn water for cooling. Collect all of them, okay? Have district cooling. How do you power that district cooling? If you're next to a sea, use low temperature desalination as a heat sink. Ta-da, that's the great use. Second option, you can use that heat and sell it to industry. If there is enough industrial demand, that balances it out. And if it's not there, then you run some sort of system. For example, like Delhi has a lot of jet engine power plants nearby. I'm pretty sure there is one next to Pragati Maidan itself. So use those power plant waste heat to run absorption chiller, because temperature would be high enough, and that will give you the cooling, and electricity plus cooling, and directly cooling will be utilized. So first, that's the first thing. Second, by law, everybody has to use sky cool paint. It does not matter GAN school or anything, like, but has to be. Like, we cannot afford heat island effect. Like, no, we cannot afford colors. It has to be white. It has to be PDRC. So that's the law. And second, turbocharge laws to basically make solar panel into PVT panel, and commission a lot of research groups to make PVT, basically adsorption chiller, not for high temperature one, low temperature one, adsorption chiller that works at low T delta. So that would be the second part. Third part would be make something that is like, dehumidifier. Again, dehumidifier could be useful because, again, if let's just say your household does not, or your warehouse does not need cooling, why would you want to pay for it? But again, dehumidification, a lot of warehouse will like shut up, take money. Dehumidification matters. So they will have fun with that. So, Liquid Tree is also a good tool, video coming on it soon. So hundreds of tool combined, not one tool, hundreds of tool combined, you can solve this problem. And not even hundreds, like few major ones will have the biggest impact, and then problem resolved. Last week, 2 video on camera Tuesday. Yeah, that was a mistake, schedule mistake. That's why there won't be a video. Hello, sir. Hello to you. DRO sea water desalination system. I'm pretty sure all Navy has that. You have to like describe a specific reason why you want to talk about it. Almost all aircraft carriers have that. All of it. Even Russian ones have that. So all submarines have that. That's a normal thing. That's like, Although I have to say I'm happy with this camera setting now, because I figured out how to basically switch the white balance tint. For example, I'll show you guys. Let's just see, try to do it in live without disconnecting. I hope so. Okay. Oh, come on. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So for example, if I want more blue, ta-da, I want red. Hold on. Although the camera screen is not matching what I'm seeing in OBS, but OBS is matching what I'm seeing in YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna wait for 20 seconds. I want to see, does it actually transfer the red? I want to see. Like, does YouTube change the color? No, YouTube does not change the color. So yeah, I think now I have the luxury of changing the color tone. I think, yeah, this will be a bit cooler. Nah, too dull. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Nah, bit too colorful. Oh, oh, how the heck I reset it? Okay. Yeah, I think bit of red. Yeah, your boy is happy with this. Okay, boom. I will make this as a default for live stream. Hi, sir. Hi to you. Hi to you. Okay. Now let's talk about Starship. So what happened with Starship? The only good thing that is like GG is their launch infrastructure upgrade worked. Although that was the reason why launch was delayed. They had a latching pin that was not working properly. So there was an issue with that. But They fixed it, everything is fine, and the launch tower tanked it, the trench tanked it. And again, people knew that you had to make a trench. It's just like he was like, no, no, what if you have a water freshener? It's like, no, no, 90-degree, no, 45-degree, yay. What should we do immediate? Again, all those things. Like solar panels, let's just say everybody covers their rooftop with solar panel. It will only cut off 10 to 20% heat. Only that much. Why? The solar panel will heat up and it will re-radiate IR, deep IR, as in like long wave infrared. It will heat soak your system. So you need complete shade. How can you have complete shade? Solar water heater. And again, you want electricity more than you want heat. So you have to go to PVT. Again, technology exists. You can buy that. But in Europe, in India, there is no what you call mass seller of it. So, and again, buying that would be easy. Installing them, again, it will require a bit of structural reinforcement, but it is doable. The main issue would be what to do with that heat that is productive for Indian people. So there are two things. First, dehumidification, which I'm pretty sure most places will be like, shut up, take money. Second would be running a chiller. Chiller running would be a bit more messy, but it is doable. So, and if you want a passive system, GAN school in India, nothing else is there. Nothing else. Like PDRC coating, done, go home. That's the only solution. Like cover your whole building, all sides, everything. Because at that point in time, the only way heat energy is gonna penetrate your building would be through air conduction. And benefit of air is that air is not a very good medium. Radiation is powerful. Again, solar radiation, duh. It's like 1 kilowatt per meter square. So if you can block that, which again, a GAN school does that, the only reason why your building is not freezing is because of air. So air is gonna deposit your heat. Holy damn, Kolkata average humidity 88%. Yeah, I think those people will be like, oh, you're telling me I can install solar panel and I can get dehumidification? Where do I sign up? Like where? Like, shut up, where do I sign up? So, yeah. I think we really should look into smaller scale, scroll compressor. I think because of electric vehicle, it might have been created, maybe. But that would be great if you can, because right now our refrigerator compressors, they are low cost, but they are like, that's not good enough for long-term run. So if you want even a small compressor running like that for hours, you want small enough, but if it's high friction, it will burn up on its own. So that's why like your fridge turns on, cools, shuts off. AC compressor can run for a long time, but there are two types. A rotary, it goes like, and there is a valve. Friction is high. A scroll, that is like, that can run for a very long time because that's like, there is no friction point on geometry level. So we need scroll compressor, but small scale for a refrigerator. If we can get that, like let's just say if we can run a compressor for 100 watt of power budget, and I mean 100 watt from the wall, if we can do that with VFD and all that, which should be possible, like 60 watt is doable with a refrigerator. So I'm increasing the budget. I can do a lot. I can do a lot. Like dehumidification, I'm like, bro, we good, we got this. So I have one question in India. Is in the electrical sector, is demand increasing? Can private company increase electrical selling prices freely? I don't think so. There is a power purchase agreement because electrical company, they do not sell to you directly. There is a again, I do not know the full details of it, but there is a governmental body, it's called power dispatcher or something. So dispatcher has to play a role into it because again, they do the buying and selling. So any sort of increase has to go through a lot of bureaucracy. So it won't be like, tada, there is like, rules and regulation on it. So as there. It's like government does keep an eye on it. It's not, they don't just like magically increase it or something. Discom, I think, yeah, Discom. Dispatcher, so to say. So that's the more essence of it. Basically, if we become wise with the energy we use, problem will be solved. It's like we don't have a problem as in like, oh, what to do. That part is sorted. It's just that first people have to know. Because again, if people start asking for PVT panels, only then the manufacturers will sell it. So people have to first know that PVT panel is there. Then they have to know that we need it. Then they have to beg for it. Then some company will be the first one to sell it. And then it will create the chain reaction. So it's a very messy thing. Or government can just like, hey, make goddamn PVT panels. So again, the first company to show that low temperature delta, basically PVT panel, water heat and chiller and electricity, it will be glorious. Okay, let me Google like what is the smallest what you call scroll compressor. Small SCRO scroll. Let's just go into shopping. I'm pretty sure there are small one. It's just I'm seeing. Can you even get that? 1.5 ton scroll compressor. It's too big, too big. A small one, like in terms of power, a small one. Hitachi scroll compressor. Wow, that's good. But I think it's still designed for AC. I need scroll compressor for tiny things. Oh, electric. Oh, yeah, that's huge. Big ones are there. Like that is like for multiple multi-ton items, like 6 ton, 7 ton, those sort of things. Just need a small one, man. If you can get that, now the things could be amazing. Like 100 watt. Let's just say 100 watt. Can I get? This I do have to say, this I do hate about China. Like anything you want like this sort of off, China is like, bro, we got you, fam. We got you, fam. Anything in India is like, no, we don't got you. There is making a 12-volt mini compressor system that is for refrigerator. I'm like, brah, 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 brah. Yeah, that's the thing. If we could find small scroll compressor, then again, see, low T delta is the issue. But if you can put a heat pump to it, you can extract heat, aka your panels will be cooler. B, your temperature will be higher, and the energy spent would be not that much. So there is a benefit of doing so to say. Yeah. But such is life. Can somebody, for the love of God, talk about the kilowatt rating? No kilowatt rating. Yeah. Anyway, do excess knowledge makes one emotionless? No. You can't shut off your emotions. Your life would be so easy. Everybody will work their ass off to disable their emotion. That's not how it works. Can we make compressor more efficient? Yes, it's called use the better compressor. Like there are, like you have reciprocal, good for small loads. Then you have rotary. Generally, most AC has that. Then you have scroll, that is the most efficient on a small scale. Then you have even better, which is turbo. But again, turbo only makes sense for district cooling and all that. Or like large building chillers. So that is there. See, please, like whenever you are asking question, like put some thought into it. Now, just don't just put like, okay, what can we do more efficient? It's like put some effort into it, man. And again, I have detailed video on like compressors, like how do they work. Like there are 3 types, and each type's pros and cons and all that. I have to say, I'm looking into like a weird Hitachi scroll compressor, and they have like COP diagram and all that, but kilowatt rating, eesh, they're saying 8 kilowatt. Yikes. Yikes. I'm not spending that kind of money. Evaporator temperature minus 15 to 15 degrees Celsius. Condenser temperature? Nobody talks about goddamn condenser temperature. That's the most important part. Refrigerant type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyway, that would be a very cool thing to do. And your boy is hopeful if, what you call, Ahirawat works out, I should be able to do this sort of experiment on side. Should have the time and all that, and access to Chinese market. I might be able to do that. So that's the essence of it. Okay, now we're just gonna talk about Starship. What happened? So the landing pad was perfectly fine. The launch tower perfectly fine. and then they launched it. And quickly, it took off very quickly. That was the good news of V3 engine. And then V3 engine pooped the bed. One engine kaputted itself. Again, nothing bad happened, but it did shut down. After it shut down, it went into what we call most engine cut off, and then there was a big problem. When they tried to turn off and turn on, yeah, it started to flutter. And that's why you can see that in live stream, like booster engines did not work as they expect to, and computer detected that, yeah, it's a lost mission. That's why the solid booster, I'm saying the super heavy booster crashed into the sea. It did not even try to make a attempt nearby, so people can capture in video. Again, it detected something was too wrong, engines did not work, and kaboom. So that booster did not perform. Like, again, you are saying that you are so close to doing, like, catch, but turns out when you change the engine, you don't have enough data, then you have to do everything again. So that's a big issue. So that happened. So V3 engine not as flawless as we thought, even though they're testing for what, 7 months this time, it did not work out that well. So booster, okay. What about the Starship? Starship starts to go again. One engine pooped the bed. It's off. So you have two things, both going, and both had a scenario where engine fail happened. Again, you're like, okay, but it can handle engine out. Handling engine out and needing to handle engine out, they are two different things. Handling engine out, great, but generally there will be a compromise. Rockets do not have the wiggle room to handle engine out. So what does it mean most likely? Yeah, it will compromise the landing. Or if it's lightweight, for example, let's say you built a system for 150 ton and most of the time you're not launching 150 tons. So there I can buy that. But if you're saying, okay, it's 150 ton and engines are there, then how much throttle margin you have? Because again, there would be a sweet spot where you have the most amount of thrust per engine and the least amount of degradation per per engine. So if let's just say all engines are running at 85% and one engine out happens, all other engines have to yank up, as in like touch 95. But penalty is you want it to be reusable. This is not a sustainable system. If you do that, yes, other will work and your system might still do everything, but engines will be spent, so to say. So there is a balancing act. What is the balancing act? Again, they will internally know how much is the throttle margin. So Starship goes into that, and then they deploy the system. And now I'm getting it why Jared Eisman was there. Like, I'm getting it. Your boy, I'm truly understanding that fundamentally they want Elon Musk to de-risk the goddamn thing, as in make it logical, not cocaine based. So, and why can't they just have payload deployment? Because there is no door. And I don't even think they can put a door easily. It would be like way too big of an engineering challenge to do that in 3 years. And again, this time you have to understand this. This is a competition. This is not just like, oh, develop something. No, this is a competition. You must land on moon before China does. And you got paid for it. Government money, aka public money, to do so. So you can't just troll around, oh, I'm making this rocket for Starlink. It's like, no, you took Artemis money. Artemis is supposed to be delivered in 2024. And again, right now they are so behind schedule. It would be almost a miracle in 2027 they can do the medium Earth orbit docking. Again, they could be miracle oh, this happened and then 1 month from now we have another launch and multiple launch, which again everybody says that they can do that, but right now they can't. Why? They don't have the fuel for it. As in, on paper, they have a giant air distillation tower being constructed on site, which again, if you watch my old video, I've talked about it multiple times. I'm pretty sure they do not have the power for it. That's why they never finished it. And again, once that turns on, it will allow them to have all the nitrogen they need on site, all the oxygen they need on site, argon on site, and for basically LNG, as in liquid methane, they're gonna have a LNG pipe running from a terminal nearby. I do not know where is the terminal nearby, but apparently there is a shipping terminal nearby where LNG is docked. So they can directly run a pipe, and then I can buy that. They can to quickly do the swapping and all that. At that point, only issue would be water. So they could have a desalination to do the water because they do consume a lot of water. So if you have all of that, you could manage a rapid turnaround. Right now, they can't. SpaceX IPO, yeah, it will be stupid high. Although there is a chance it might not be, because you have to understand, aura of Elon Musk when Tesla came into scene was completely different versus the aura of Elon Musk right now. A lot of people are anti-Elon Musk because of Trump association. So that could, because again, a stock market is an image-based system. So if image is bad enough, it may not work as people are expecting. So that could be cool. That could be cool. So all things considered, that would be a very messy thing. And again, why do you like? I keep saying that Blue Origin is doing better. Is like Blue Origin tried 3 times. They've reached orbit 2 times, deployed things in orbit 2 times. That's a big thing. And yeah, they had the issue, but again, that's still 2 to 3. You are at 12 to 0. 12 to 0. No matter how you spin it, it's like, oh, we are doing this, and it's like does not matter if you're not deploying the goddamn thing in orbit. They're supposed to deploy things orbit in next mission, which again, because they had engine failure, because they had a boom issue, I am not sure they're gonna be able to do that that quickly. Again, they should be able to crack it, but again, can they crack all the problems before, like, next year, before they have to do human docking? Yeah. Like, as again, another aspect is how much ton to low Earth orbit they got, because when they launched the first one, V1, it was 12 to 15 tons to low Earth orbit. Then we had V2, that was barely like what, 30 35 ton, which was again lower than Super Heavy, Falcon Heavy, sorry. And now they are, again, claims are there, but we do not know what is the exact detail. You should really do weekly news video, share or the interesting thing, technology, wider the full video, but worth sharing. Again, I can't do that because that's not how I spent my time. Like, here's the deal. I select a topic. That's the hardest thing. If I select the topic, I do research on it, make a video on it, the end. After that, I spent my time on this. Like, again, if I had not had that family fight, I would have been like completely finished it, or like at least would have made significant progress. So I get it. Like, I get what people want, but it's just that it's not easily deliverable as I wanted. Any news update on Iran war? Yeah, it's gonna drag on for a while. Again, I have a very bad feeling that Trump did inverted, as in he should have done blockade first, then went to boom boom. He did boom boom first. Now doing blockade is like, it's not giving the optimum results. But again, let's see. Let's see. Not religion book. It's a manga top story. Generally to Eternal, also anime. Both story and plot are interesting. I don't have that kind of time, man. Like, there was this anime that I was watching. I stopped it, and I don't read books anymore for those sort of thing. Like, story. I have never read a story book ever. I have only like either self-help or right now science book. And again, this science book or electrical book, I'm pretty sure it's gonna take a year or 2 years to finish all of it. It's freaking 1,000 page and scientific pages. So that puppy is dense. So I have a feeling it's gonna take a while, as they say. I have a feeling it's gonna take a while. New glasses looking good. No, I always have that. It's like because again, I'm sitting next to a computer all the time. It dries out my eyes and it's painful, so I'm wearing it. It's not necessary for me, but wearing it does stops my eye from there. Why USA want to invade Cuba? Any reason? They had a like old history, old beef. It's old beef. It's not new beef. It's old beef. All the beef that is happening right now, it's old beef. And I think Venezuela was like such a what you call rapid, like twink. They might do that with Cuba also. And again, they did the blockade first with Cuba. So chances of Cuba falling is very high, because you have to understand, like, there was a coalition, right? But coalition had Russia, coalition had China and Iran. These are the three heavy puppies, and Saudi Arabia and all that. But again, after Venezuela got that, and it was a basically nudge from America. It's like, petrodollar must remain supreme. You will behave. So, and again, Iran starting to boom Arab nations is like, yeah, that coalition is not gonna last. So fundamentally, Arabi nations are already on American side. Okay. Second, Russia. Russia is now a paper tiger. It's like, oh, first time after World War II, Moscow is being bombed. Like, Moscow, kaboom. How the heck that happened? Like, imagine saying that to like 4 years ago. Like, Ukraine will attack Moscow. Like, actually set oil refineries in Moscow under fire. Like, it will actually do that. Now, I do have to give credit. Either A, Russia is huge, or B, they are very good repair crew. Like, because Ukraine has been booming them a lot for like last 1 year, I would say. And They still only managed to take down 10% of the refining capacity. But again, 10% on a country level, that's like, you are choking the whole country, but 10% only, you gotta pump those numbers up, baby. But they're doing that. In which stream you graduated? Arts. What's your opinion, Farwa? Do you like it? Nah. See, I was never a guy who watched any sports, not a single sports. I don't know cricket, I don't know football, I don't know hockey, nothing. Your boy is completely sports free. And again, I'm getting irritated. They had a cool thing where they had turbo energy recovery and then they removed it. I'm like, yeah, no, that's stupid. Again, the one thing I would do to solve humanity's pollution, at least reduce it, force them to go to diesel. They have enough money, they have enough oomph, they can force the soot problem. They can solve it. They have the money. So I think that's what I will do. Is like, okay, do whatever you want to do, but run on diesel, and you can't have soot output. You will be shocked how much money they will pour into it to solve that issue. So what's your thinking about Conqueror? Yeah, it's out of relevance to me. Russia sold Vikramaditya 2 billion. Vikramaditya 2 billion. We built Ionosphere 2 billion. Dude, that's supposed to be $500 million. They trolled us. Again, there is a court case, not speaking by me. There is an actual court case on basically how the Government Accountability Office filed it, or someone like government did that. It's like, what the hell? If the contract was $500 million, how the heck it keep crawling upward to 2 billion? It can crawl up to 700, 800, even a billion. That's a 2x upgrade. It's like, how the heck this puppy went to 4x? 4x is too much. 4x for a project that was as crappy as it is. No. And again, I think if we had not got that bitch slap, we would not had the balls to build our own aircraft carrier. Germany is finally teaching their hydrogen train bitch slap woke. It's not woke people, it's intellectually lazy people. I knew about hydrogen. People from 1833 knew about hydrogen. It's just that people who are intellectually lazy, they do not want to do the labor of actually studying the damn thing. So anyway, I would say it was a very interesting live stream, and solid core wires are a goddamn pain to get. I'll see you guys when I see you guys next time. Bye.